So let's go deeper into what I wrote today. Today's writing took me somewhere deep. I started with a simple truth we all know. When a mirror has smudges, you can't see yourself clearly. A dirty mirror distorts the image. It makes things blurry. It hides pieces of you. Sometimes it makes you completely unrecognizable. We've all had that moment checking ourselves in the mirror and realizing the issue wasn't us. Ain't no way I don't look good, right? It was the glass. So what do? We clean it. And just like that, the image becomes clear. That is the metaphor I leaned into today. Except this time, the mirror isn't hanging on a wall, it's in your mind. It's your self image. And the smudges, they're the beliefs, opinions, and labels that were projected onto you over the years of your life. The deeper I go into this chapter, the more I saw how powerful and dangerous these smudges are, because physical ones are easy to see, but identity smudges, those are quiet, they're subtle, and they hide in your thoughts, your doubts, your patterns. So I laid out 4 steps to help the reader recognize and start cleaning those smudges. Step 1, identify the voices. Who spoke into you? Who told you who you were, or worse, who you weren't? Was it your parents, teachers, exes, coaches, bullies, society? Every one of them left fingerprints, and every fingerprint left a mark on how you see yourself. Now, what does this look like in real life? It means sitting down with the journal, doing the real work, getting real. Write down the names. List out the people whose voices carry the most weight at different stages in your life. Ask yourself, when did I start doubting myself? Who was around me then? You might be surprised at how certain names just resurface. Now, the goal here isn't to blame, it's to bring awareness. Because what you don't name, you can never reclaim. Step 2, isolate the messages. What did they actually say? What labels did you start wearing that weren't yours? Is it that you're lazy, you're too loud, you're not enough, you're too much, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're irresponsible? These are the smudges that show up in your inner dialogue when you hesitate, when you self-sabotage, or when you stop yourself from reaching for higher. Now, what does this look like in real life? Take each name from step 1 and ask, what did they make me believe about myself? That's the question. What did they make me believe about myself? Be specific. Go back to exact phrases, memories, or repeated messages. Write them down. This is where you pull those beliefs out of hiding. This is how you stop letting vague feelings of inadequacy control your life. When you see the words clearly, you can confront them directly. Step 3, question the truth. This part is hard but necessary. Ask yourself, was that true? Was it based on reality or in their fear? Were they projecting their limits onto me? Did they need to tear me down to feel bigger? This is where the separation begins, where you start pulling your identity away from their brokenness. Now, what does this look like in real life? Now you become the investigator. Take every message and challenge it. Say it out loud. Then ask, is this actually who I am? You might even talk back to it. No, I'm not lazy. I was just never encouraged. No, I'm not too much. I was just around people who weren't ready for someone like me. This is how you begin reprogramming your self-image, not just with positivity, but with truth. And the last step, step 4, spot your patterns. Look at your life. Look at where you keep hitting the same wall, dealing with the same fear, battling the same insecurity. Those aren't coincidences. Those are clues. The patterns in your life to the smudges that have been on your mirror the longest. What does this look like in real life? Start tracking your triggers. When you shrink back in the room, when you second guess your decision, when you start spiraling in self-doubt, pause. Not like Cam and them, but pause. Take a step, take a second. Ask, what am I really reacting to? What old belief is showing up here? Then trace it. Patterns are not punishments, they are indicators. Once you follow them to the root, you know exactly where to start the healing. Now, I wrap this section up by reminding the reader, you cannot clean what you refuse to admit is dirty. That's where most people stay stuck living under labels that they never chose, trapped by stories that they never questioned. But here's the hope. You're not powerless. The moment you name those smudges, you break their silent control. You start separating the truth from a lie, your voice from theirs, your identity from their projections. That's the work of reclaiming your mirror. And the more you do it, the clearer you become. Eventually, you'll see something most people never get to see: the real you. Not the version shaped by yesterday's fingerprints, but the one that's always been there, waiting to be revealed. So that's what I wrote today. This chapter isn't just about self-awareness, it's about freedom. Freedom to see yourself without distortion, freedom to rebuild your identity from truth, freedom to show up clear, whole, and completely you. And that's what my new book, Killing Yesterday, is all about. So every day I'm going to keep coming back talking to you guys about what I wrote today, and I hope you all continue to follow my journey. Make sure you go to killingyesterday.com. It's Coach and Crewman.